right, number 21. We have to have everything on the same side, so I'm going to move both the x and the 18 over. And when I move it to this side, it's going to change the sign. It's positive on the right, so it's going to be negative on the left. The next one is positive on the right, so it's going to be negative on the left as well. Okay, so A is 5, B is -1, C is -18. So that's going to be negative B, so that's +1, plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4A, C. All of that is divided by 2 times A, which is 10. Okay, under the radical, these two negatives are going to make a positive, and if you multiply 4 times 5 times 18, let me see what you get. You get 360 plus 1 is 361. Take the square root of 361, and you get 19. So you're going to have 1 plus 19 over 10, and 1 minus 19 over 10. Okay, 1 plus 19 is 20, divided by 10 is 2. 1 minus 18 is 1 minus 19 is -18, divided by 10 is -1.8. So those are our boundaries. And so I'm going to plug it in like this. That's -1.8. And it goes to 2. I know 0 is in between there, and 0 is the number I'm going to check. If I plug 0 into the top equation, that's 5 times 0 is less than or equal to 0 plus 18. So is 0 less than or equal to 18? And that is a true statement, which means 0 works. And so our boundaries are going to go in this time. By the way, there is a solid line under there, so that means that our circles are also going to be colored in. And our solution goes from -1.8 all the way to +2, and they have a bracket because those points are included. Or you could write it like -1.8 is less than x, which is less than 2, but it's also equal to, so it has to have a line under it. Number 22, you have 7x squared, and I'm going to move the 45x over, so that's going to be a minus 45x. Minus 28 is greater than or equal to 0. So that's going to be negative b, which is going to be positive 45, plus or minus the square root of b squared, that's negative 45 squared, minus 4 times a times negative 28. All of this is over 2a, which is 2 times 7, and that's 14. So the discriminant is negative 45 squared minus 4 times 7 times negative 28, and you get 2,809. Divide that by 14. Square root of 2,809 is 53. So you're going to have 45 plus 53 divided by 14, and you're going to have 45 minus 53 divided by 14. The first one, if you add them up and divide by 14, do it in the calculator. Your first boundary is 7. And the next one, you're going to get an ugly decimal, but I'm going to round it to negative. I don't know what I'm doing there. Negative 0.57. That's your second boundary. Okay, so when I draw the number line, I'm going to have negative 0.57 is one of the boundaries, and the other one's going to be 7. 0 falls in between. This line is, I'm going to put a circle on our boundaries, but I'm also coloring them in, and the reason for that is that you have this line underneath it. So I'm going to come back up here to the top. 7 times 0 is 0, minus 28. Is that greater than? Ooh, is that line there? I can't even see it. Yes. It's greater than or equal to 0. Is negative 28 greater than or equal to 0? Oh, hold on. Let me check this. Hold on. Okay, it definitely is not greater than, so that is negative. So this is not a point. If you cannot shade in, you're going to shade out. And so your solution is x is less than or equal to negative 0.57, and x is greater than or equal to 7. Okay, and that's it. Good luck on your test.